Today we're going to be doing a CIT/microneedling treatment on my lovely model Morgan, and we'll be incorporating dermaplaning prior to our microneedling. We've already double cleansed and dermaplaned our model. Now we're applying our numbing cream to prep her skin for treatment. We're applying the numbing cream in an even layer all the way around the skin. I like to use a fan brush because it's a little bit cleaner and your hands and gloves don't get messy. And you're gonna apply it all around the face and even over the lips if you plan on doing any type of lip plumping treatment for comfort. You don't want to rub the numbing cream in, you just want to let it sit kind of in this thick layer similar to a mask on top of the skin for about 10 to 15 minutes. We're ready to start our microneedling lip plumping treatment. I'm going to use hyaluronic acid, high molecular weight as my glide, and place this all over the client's top and bottom lip, making sure you're covering the corners of the mouth and around the vermilion border. We're going to take our CIT pen, which is set to the 0.25, which is the lowest depth. Turn your device on and you'll work on red, which is the fastest speed. We're going to start by working in sections, pulling the lip out taut and back and forth over the vermilion border. You don't need to apply much pressure. The device is going to do all the work for you. You want to make sure you have a nice glide with your hyaluronic acid. You're going to do 4 to 6 passes or until you reach erythema or pinpoint bleeding. This is going to help smooth fine lines around the mouth. It'll help plump the lips, and it'll also help smooth any fine lines over the lip itself. This can help with brightening around the corners of the mouth and also defining the vermilion border. If it feels like your working area is slippery, you could use a tongue depressor to help flip up the lip and hold the skin taut. For today's microneedling, we're going to be using a cocktail blend of high molecular weight hyaluronic acid and anti-age brightening stem cell serum. We're going to use our little plastic dish and start with 2 pumps of hyaluronic acid. Now I'm going to open up my rollerball vial and separate, taking the rollerball out completely and dumping my solution into the hyaluronic acid. Before I put the cap back on, I'm going to add 2 pumps of high molecular weight hyaluronic acid, and I'm going to send the client home with this rollerball for their post-care. Now that we've removed the numbing cream, we're ready to microneedle our client. I start by applying a little bit of serum just in the areas we'll be working. This is so the area has a nice glide to it, and if you apply it all over, sometimes it'll dry before you can get to that area. Turn your pen on and start on red. The depth we'll be working on is 0.5. With Herbal Skin Solutions CIT pen, you have the option to work in different motions. One of them would be sweeping motions and long sweeps all the way to the back of the face and the hairline. Another technique would be cross-link motions, similar to microdermabrasion. And the final would be small dime-sized circles. Perform the technique that works best for the client's skin and the area that you're working in. You want to do a minimum of 4 to 6 passes or work until you see erythema or pinpoint bleeding. You want to move your pen at a rate of 1 inch per second. Stamping is another technique that you can use during your microneedling treatment, especially if you're targeting texture or enlarged pores or acne scars. For stamping, simply pull the skin out taut and place your pen onto the skin for the count of 1, 2, and lift. You can repeat this motion 4 to 6 times or until you see erythema or pinpoint bleeding. Now that we've finished our full face of microneedling, we're going to rinse away any pinpoint bleeding or leftover dried up hyaluronic acid. For this, we're going to use sterile saline, or you could use clean alkaline water, and we're going to soak our 4x4. You're going to take your saline soaked 4x4 and start in small circles, moving around the face to help loosen up that hyaluronic acid and any dried blood that might be left on the skin. Now that we've finished our microneedling treatment and done a final wipe down of the skin, it's clean and dry. Now we're going to place our client under an LED light to help calm the inflammation, jumpstart the healing process, and stimulate collagen production. After 30 minutes of LED, I sent my client home with their post-care kit to use over the next 72 hours. This has step-by-step directions on the back for your clients to follow and is a very simplified routine to support healing results, brightening, calming, and soothing the skin after microneedling treatment. I also sent my client home with a cyan biocellulose sheet mask for them to use tomorrow morning. This is really nice when you put it in the fridge for a few minutes before application for that cryo cooling effect. Thank you so much for watching.